guys, how are you all doing? It's FishyFisher coming at you with a brand new episode of Nothing Hard. If you don't know what the show is about, basically we're playing Super Smash Bros. Classic Mode, or Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, sorry, Classic Mode on the 9.0 difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty possible, and there is nothing harder, I guess. And today we are playing with Lucina, who is the clone of Marth, and added late in development, I believe. And this was suggested by the lovely people down below. And yeah, so Lucina, here we go. She's exactly the same as Marth, I guess, in terms of speed and height and jump height and all that stuff. The main difference, however, is the sword, and I believe the difference in the sword. I could be completely wrong here because I'm not 100% sure, but what it seems to me like the sword does, from what I've read and what I've seen, all that stuff, is that it does consistent damage all the way through the sword. So the front does the same damage as the back, the middle does the same damage as the tip. There is no special location like in Marth's sword, which has the tip, which does extra knockback, and I'm not sure of anything else aside from just extra knockback, or an extra damage, I would assume as well. But Lucina definitely is still, I would say, completely viable. I wouldn't necessarily say she is the beginner's Marth. I would say that she's more of a less precise Marth, I suppose. So if you really like Marth, but you just don't like the fact that, you know, the fact that you only do 3 damage at the base, but 5 damage at the tip, you just want to do the same amount no matter what, Lucina would be the character for you. So I'm not complaining at all the fact that Lucina's in the game. I mean, she didn't steal a slot from someone else. She was originally gonna just be an alternate skin for Marth anyway, so why not just give an extra character? Come on, like, it doesn't really make much sense. I don't see really where the complaint is, other than perhaps they dedicated extra time to her rather than another character, but still, like, hardly any time. I would say my only complaint was the fact that of all the clones that were selected, there weren't any, it was a Fire Emblem clone, considering that we've already seen that in the past, and the fact that that's evolved past a clone. I guess, I guess Roy, is now in the semi-clone category, but he was just a clone back in the day, back in Melee, so, it is worth thinking about that, and the fact that they just added another Marth clone. I don't know, it seems kind of odd, but, you know, not that big of a deal. So the fact that they added Lucina specifically is the only reason, I guess, well, you could say why I'm a little salty that she exists at all in the game. I don't really play her that much. I think I do prefer Marth because I really like the satisfaction of hitting her something harder to do, which is his tip. And you obviously just can't get that with Lucina. So that's just my personal opinion. I think I prefer Marth, but I can see where Lucina is in the spectrum. And I mean, I can play Lucina and Marth the exact same way. And honestly, they'd probably feel the exact same way now that I think about it. But yes, so that is Lucina. That is my honest opinion on Lucina as I've done this 9.0. And that was an incredible save. If you saw that, I was done and I just killed myself there because things couldn't be too good to be true, I guess. But yeah, sorry, here's Lucina, and I'm sorry that I haven't done Nothing Harder in a while. I don't know, I've just been kind of not in a YouTube-y mood, I guess. So it's hard to explain, but there's not really a reason why I've been missing some deadlines. It's really just been the fact that, like, I don't know, I just haven't been in the mood to make a lot of videos, and this is in the end a hobby of mine. Keep in mind, like, I'm not you know, sacrificing anything to doing YouTube. So if I do miss videos, it happens, you know, it happens. Otherwise, you're just not getting these videos that I'm spending a lot of time on, I guess. But anyways, yeah, sorry about that, but everything is hopefully gonna come back in regular order. I have a brand new series coming that I've been working a lot on, and I am really excited for you guys to see it because I really think that people will like this. So look forward to that. I've recorded a lot of gameplay of it for 2 episodes even, and that will be coming very soon. I'm hoping to have one out tomorrow. And if you are watching this on the day it comes out, this is coming out on a day that normally doesn't. It's just because, like I said yesterday, I wasn't really feeling very YouTube-y. So I did want to make it so, you know, in all of January I don't only post 3 videos. So I'm gonna catch this date, hopefully get a video tomorrow, and also get a video that I have that's 95% complete out on Friday, which is the Amiibo tournament video. Ooh. Also, guys, just a reminder, I'm going to be doing this also a lot more in these videos, especially specifically Nothing Harder. Yikes, Wii Trainer, easy there. But to follow me on Twitter if you want to see some cool stuff that I've been posting. Here is one of my most recent tweets that I just posted. It's actually a clue or a screenshot of the Amiibo tournament video coming out next week, which you can only really see on my Twitter. So if you like little extra hints and stuff and, you know, just to keep up with me, that's how you do it on the Twitter. So don't say we didn't tell you, I guess. But there, yeah, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm not just telling you to follow me on Twitter just so I can get more followers. Just because, like, I'm on Twitter, and if you want to know what's going on with me, feel free to follow, and you'll I'm on there actually quite a lot. So that just your reminder that exists, I guess. But anyways, guys, it's been a long time since we did Nothing Harder, and even just as long since I've done some Nothing Harder questions for you guys. So we're going to get right into that right now as we go into the custom fighter section of Nothing Harder. So today we have 3 questions as usual. I only choose 3 questions. So while Lucina's battering on this Charizard, we'll get the first question, and yikes, they all say it's from a month ago, even though it was only 3 weeks ago. Either that or silver. One of the two, but it was definitely Gen 2. And I didn't even know this existed, and then my sister showed me. She said, "Hey, make these guys really happy." And yes, that was a really close move there if you didn't see that. Excuse me. And so my sister actually showed me this Eevee secret way of getting this evolution. It was so powerful, and it was Umbreon. So I do believe that Umbreon would be, if I were to choose one, that would be the one I would say is my favorite, just because it was like this hidden, unlockable character that you could get for doing something specific. And I just love that. That's all about what my childhood was. This little, in video games specifically, these little hidden tricks that you could show your friends that they had no idea you could do, and it was so cool. That's the stuff I live for, and that's actually, when I made my Olimar is Broken video, that's what I really thought it was, you know? It was more of a cool trick that you could show your friends to impress them, and that's what I did. That's what I used it for. I said, oh, by the way, let's turn on custom moves, and I'll show you something real quick as you play as Fox. Trust me, you're gonna want to see this. So I just really love that about games, and I think it's just maybe it's nostalgia. Who knows? But it's just something that I specifically very much enjoyed about playing video games back when I was a kid, and I just don't really get that as much anymore because of the internet and the fact that you can just look up all the secrets on the internet. Another example of that was one of what's it called? I completely forgot my example. I was watching my failed recovery up over there. But yeah, so if I were to say, oh, sorry, my example was the fact that when Mario Maker came out, there was that hidden mode with the bugs, where if you tap the bugs, you unlock that certain minigame. That is one of those things. Ooh, that nice combo off the sword. That's one of those things that I was thinking of when I said, like, imagine my wonder and surprise when I actually just swat 3 flies and suddenly this game popped up. Like, that is just, like, you don't get that anymore with the internet. I don't know. I'm really speaking hypocritically because my channel does stuff like that. But I just miss the days where you were genuinely surprised by video games and stuff was cool and not just, oh, this gameplay mechanic was this. So specifically, the way I look at games has changed to that, and I miss opening the game, being fully surprised, and blah blah blah. You know what happens? The only time that doesn't really happen is during Pikmin. So another reason why it's my favorite series. But anyways, going on to the next question, as we've taken so long answering this question. This question comes from Slick L, and his question says, what was your first Zelda game? So my first Zelda game, I believe, and I'm considering my first Zelda game to be the first game that I had properly owned, I properly played through, or I dedicated a lot of time to. Not one that I just played at my friend's house, for example. And that's definitely going to have to be Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Definitely. You know, I started there when I knew it was for sure. But I think I didn't really have anything, any console or anything when I was really young. It took me a while. I mean, not really a while, but I didn't have one ever since I can remember. I was a certain age and I asked for it for Christmas and all that stuff. I was maybe even 13 or something like that, so I was in my teens, but you know, it wasn't like my childhood, but when I got it, I played so much of it, and because of that, I didn't get one of the original games. I didn't play a Zelda game, because I was only really, I got a GameCube when the Wii was already out, and I was playing GameCube games for the bargain bin, and so that was my main thing. And unfortunately, there's no Zelda games in those bargain bins because those are the good games, obviously. But the games that I actually played myself when I started from the beginning and dedicated time to it was Ocarina of Time. I got that on Wii Shop. That was when I got, after I upgraded from my GameCube to my Wii, I got the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time because I've heard so many good things about it, and I did play a bit at my friend's house, and I did really enjoy it. So I got Ocarina of Time, and I still never finished it. It's such a long game. I got to the child portion, I finished the child portion, I never quite finished the adult portion. I really want to. One day I really want to go back and finish that game. Maybe on a stream or something. If that's something you're interested into, I am interested in doing, if you guys want to see a special stream dedicated, like, for example, 3,500, I just hit that number not too long ago, or even at 3,600 now. But for example, if for a special, maybe you guys would want to see some live streams of me playing a game. I don't know, that might be something that interests you. If you just let me know in the comments below to get an idea of interest, blah blah blah, I would love you forever. But my first Zelda game was definitely Ocarina of Time. My first Zelda game that I've actually played through completely to the end was the Wind Waker, because I got it for free when I got Mario Kart 8 with the Wii U. The Wind Waker HD, I guess, if you want to be specific. But yeah, I haven't really played that many Zelda games. Not really that many to completion at all. So it's really one of those games that I'm so looking forward to eventually one day picking up and just playing so much and just investing time and just getting into stories, which is all what Zelda's all about. I really love it. That's what I really love about it. Anyways, thank you for your lovely question. I'm going to move on to the next and the final question as we're on the final stage. And I'm talking quite a lot. And yikes, my shield is broken. Luckily, he didn't do that powerful attack. Last one comes from Kellen King, and his or her question is, "Hey Fishy, when was the first time you beat Nothing Harder, and what character was it with?" Now, before I started the Nothing Harder series, I had already completed Nothing Harder with 2 characters, one on the 3DS version and one on the Wii U version. And the reason why I chose this question of all the questions is because my first character that I ever completed the Nothing Harder with on the Wii U was actually Lucina. And you may notice that because it says my top character was Lucina, even though I never, and this might finally have gone to her, but yet every single episode it said that my high score was with Lucina. And it just so happened that that was the first character that I ever completed Nothing Harder with. I don't know, characters with counters are extremely better at these final stages specifically. So if you are looking at doing 9.0, definitely choose a character with a counter. I cannot stress that enough. It helps so much against those final master fortresses for master forms, because you can see, if you know your attack, or if you know their attacks, then you just see what they're gonna do and counter appropriately. But anyways, my actual first character to ever complete Nothing Harder with was Ike on the 3DS version of the game. Yikes, my computer has 7 minutes of power left, and I am getting close. So this is going to be down to the wire, even closer than it looks like it is. But my first character that I ever completed the Nothing Harder with was, in fact, Ike on the 3DS version, just so I could get that challenge. I didn't really do it with every single character, because there wasn't really a need to in the 3DS version at all. There was no challenges for it. In the Wii U version, well, the reason why I do it, obviously, is for the show, but also there's the incentive of doing every character over 7.0, which I guess I could have might as well done 9.0, but yeah, Ike was the only character I actually completed with on the 3DS. I think I probably did Olimar as well, but he was the first character I did, and I did it too. I used him to complete the challenge, I guess. But yeah, so that hopefully that answers your question, and we're here in the final stages of this Master Fortress, and First section done. The first half is now done. I'm at 80%, and this is not looking good, and I remember what happens here very well. So I'm gonna go, and I only took about 17, but you know, my last time being here, might as well heal up. So we're gonna run through this fortress, and this is when all hell breaks loose. Oh no, the lava! Oh, the lava! When you have no damage there, it's almost impossible to get out. And look at that, from 80% back to 78%. That heart might as well have only done 2% health recharge or whatever. So yeah, we're here battering on this, and I'm really hoping my computer doesn't die, because that would be pretty awkward. And we're at the final stages of this nothing harder running along. I have this memorized by heart. I've done this so many times, and I'm not losing now again. Also, fun fact, this was my first try too. I mean, technically I've already done it with Lucina, but I mean, my first session in recording, I only had to record it once, so there's not gonna be a big compilation. Sorry to spoil that surprise, by the way. But here we are, as I know exactly what to do. Take out all the enemies first. That's a no-brainer. We don't want to take any silly risks now, do we? We have a whole 3 minutes left. I don't see why I would. But gotta attack that, get a few shots to spawn the enemies, get them back. Oh, yeah, there they go. Lucina just has a lot of options. I mean, her sword can't, you know, if you attack the sword, it's not gonna do any damage, obviously. So, she has good reach, and there it goes. Lucina, Nothing Harder has been completed. So as she helplessly wails on the Master Core, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Yes, I'm talking to you. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, as well as to leave some comment questions down below, as well as suggesting characters for next episodes, and follow me on Twitter. My goodness, so many things to remember. I'll see you all guys next week. Bye, guys.